process video. This one is using the July Mind the Scrap kit, and I'm making this for the cyber crop which is going on in the Facebook group over Mind the Scrap. I'll link both the kits and the Facebook group in case you want to join in with future challenges, future crops, etc. And this one is for our signature dish challenge. And so to begin with, I have grabbed some clear gesso. I'm using this pattern paper, and so in order to make sure the pattern shows through, I use a clear gesso instead of a white one. The reason I'm adding clear gesso is because I want to add some rainbow splashes of colour to the black and white paper, and I'm going to be using colours that match the rainbow stripe paper I'm using down the side. Just taking my photo now and trimming it down. It's a picture of my little boy, and he's fallen asleep reading one of his favourite books. He loves reading already, which is brilliant because it'll set him in good stead, I guess, for when he starts school in a year or so. So to begin with, I am adding red watercolour to the top there. I'm going to work my way down through the rainbow, and I'm just using that side area which will be hidden by my paper just to test out the colours to make sure that they match well to the paper, the pattern paper, because once I add it to the paper it isn't always exactly the same as the colour in the pan, so I do a little tester down the side. I think I only change one, and then I end up mixing a couple of colours together further down for the more indigo purpley colours at the bottom. So for each colour I'm just adding a little bit, quite a lot of water, splashing it down, using my arm to stop it from going further down the page so the colours don't all end up all muddy and blending together. And it's just a really simple process. I add the colour to the bottom, then blend it up to the colour before, a few splashes of colour, and move on to the next one. And it's further down here where I do use the other side of my palette just to mix a couple of colours together so that I get a better match to my paper, which is just off screen to the side. I'm using it for reference though. And yeah, that one pulled a bit towards the bottom just because the paper started to curl slightly because of it being wet, and I just tipped the edge to make it tip back up into the colour at the top. I also have a paper towel on hand in case it starts to pull too much or the colours start to blend too much. Then all I have to do is dab it off and just start again, just go back in with the colour again if I want to add a bit more. And that bottom area looks quite purpley. It is a light pink really in real life. It's a bit more pink than it looks on screen there, but you'll see that in the pictures at the end. So because I've got rainbow going into a rainbow and the background has black specks in it, I really wanted to draw out the background and also just stop the rainbow paper and the rainbow watercolour from fighting, I guess. And so I decided to separate it with some RicRac ribbon. This is by Crafty Ribbons. I will link them below as well. They do lots of lovely things like that. And now, as you can see, I've got a lovely border which separates my rainbow paper from the watercolour, but obviously it still goes together and it's not overpowering. And I think it also helps bring out the photograph because I've chosen black and white photograph. I think it helps that stand out as well. So as well, to help my photo stand out, I have added a white border to the back of the photograph, and now I'm just adding some tulle, and just before that was just a cut file, a silhouette cut file that I'll be using as well. So I'm just going to create some layers now. I don't want to use any more pattern paper because I just think it will fight with my background because it's so bright and colourful. So what I do is add quite a lot of layers of tulle, then I add quite a bit of foam and some fun foam as well just to help it pop off and then off the page, and then I just add some gold tissue paper that I got some Happy Mail in. So I'm just going to utilise that and use that on the background because I am going to use a gold sticker that says sweet as my title, so I want to add a bit more gold here and there to help that match in. So this is the cut file that I got from the Silhouette store. I just looked up books and it appeared, so I was really happy with this because I think it has got a dreamlike quality to it, and he has fallen asleep in the picture. And just down there I've added some gel medium just to some packaging, just to utilize rubbish basically. So I'm just going to use that as a palette for my gel, which I put way too much in. I needed a tiny bit and it just loads came out, but never mind. And so for each one of those bird pages, I've added gel to help them stick down nice and securely, and then I go over all the black paper and birds with some glitter Winker Stella. I've also added a couple of gold hearts that came in the little phrase sticker sheets, and they match in with the sweet title at the bottom there. And I decided to add some of the little black arrows as well, also in the kit. I did have black and white, but the white was blending in too much. And then I've just got some washi there as well, some black and white washi, just to add a little bit more layers to my background. And that's it, pretty much done. I just add some gold colour shine there as well, just to help it all bring it in together. And that is me done. So thanks for joining me today. If you haven't already, then please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you've got any questions, or if there's something you'd like me to film, then I'd be happy to hear your suggestions. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.